This is the Winning Forecast. If you like a little bit of humour with your race selections, you've come to the right place because the Gelding and I are going to give you our 4 best selections for tomorrow's Caulfield race meeting. And if you wait long enough, you'll also get the Professor's Parlay. So it's a very good morning to the Gelding.
Good morning, Professor. Good morning, listeners. Lovely weather we're getting in Melbourne at the moment, Professor. 25 degrees, not a lot of rain. Leaves some doubts about Caulfield tomorrow.
Yes, Gelding. All right, races at Caulfield tomorrow. It's a 10-race card. The first at 12:15, the last at 5:35. The feature race, Gelding, the race 4, Blue Diamond Prelude for fillies. Worth $350,000 if you don't mind. A Group 2 race. The tracks are good for at the moment, but if this heat keeps up, Gelding, the track might well be upgraded. The rail's out 8 metres, so further out than last week and further out than the week before. So where will the running lanes be tomorrow?
Yes, Professor, that's a big question.
Out in Normanby Road.
Yeah, out 8 metres with the wind behind them when they come from the 1,200-metre chute. So I would imagine as they head down Normandy Road and around the turn that it would certainly not be a disadvantage to be on pace and forward, which Caulfield normally is, Professor.
What we would say is our usual warning, Gelding, especially when the rail moves from the previous week. Ignore the patterns from last week. Wait to see what happens in the first couple of races and then do your betting according to what you're seeing actually on the track on the day.
Good advice, Professor.
What are your 2 best bets for tomorrow's meeting, Gelding?
I'm going a bit later than you, Professor. My first bet will be in race 8, horse number 2, Alpha Sophie, trained by your previous trainers, Peter Moody and Kath Coleman. This horse is down from Queensland and will be racing in the Queensland colours or Broncos colours, ridden by Zach Spain. Coming back from a spell, Professor, it's had 4 starts for 3 wins and a 4th. The 4th was first up, so the horse has never won first up. But I think it wasn't with Peter Moody and Kath Coleman then. Look, I'm expecting a very bold running tomorrow from it, a horse that I think will sit round about 4th or 5th and then hopefully be able to run on. Zach Spain aboard, so, a competent jockey. So hopefully we get a good ride. That's always a bit of a caveat at the moment, and we'll see how we go.
Well,
Worried about a couple.
Gelding, I'm just going to say before you go on with your summary, having been our trainer, we'll know what the riding instructions are, won't we?
Yes, indeed, Professor. So my second pick, Professor, which I think it's an excellent horse, race 9, number 5, Rise at Dawn, up to a mile. I think it's the best distance. Jamie Mellon on board this horse. It's had a bit of a let up after running 5th up at Randwick in a Group 2 race. So, look, I think it can come back from Melbourne. It's had a jump out and won. So Rise at Dawn is my second pick. And I think hoping without the right way of putting it, Jamie Carr has a very good book of rides tomorrow. And look, hopefully she rides, gives them all a good chance. And we're not complaining about bad rides, Professor, but I think Rise at Dawn should win this quite easily. Win rate 36%, place rate 59%, 60%, a rating over 100. It's 1 2 out of 2 at Caulfield, Professor. Over the distance, 4 wins from 10 starts, but also 2 seconds and a third. So I think this is made for this horse, this race. So my 2, Professor, race 8, number 2, and race 9, number 5. And you like?
Yeah, Gelding, I'm going a bit earlier than you tomorrow. My first selection's in race 5, the Autumn Stakes, a Group 2 race for 3-year-olds over 1,400 metres. I like in this race, Gelding, horse number 2, Buckaloo. Could say it many different ways, Gelding, but I heard Matt Hill pronounce it that way, and so it's Buckaloo as far as I'm concerned.
Is it a Buccleuch?
Well, it's spelled Buccleuch, so it could be Bucklooch.
Buccleuch?
It could be many things, Gelding, but I'm going with Buckaloo. It's a lot easier. Perhaps Matt Hill thought that was the easiest thing to say.
Yeah, well, a very good race caller, Matt Hill, so we won't query his interpretation of the spelling.
That's right, Gelding. In Matt, we trust.
Yes.
All right, Buckaloo's coming out of Barrier 4, Gelding. It's had 6 starts for 3 wins and a placing, so it's 50% win rate. We like that. 67% place rate. We like that too. Lightly raced for a 3-year-old Gelding. It's won 3 from 3 last year before a spell. Second up tomorrow, and has second up form. It's had a second before from being second up. Jai McNeil's in the saddle, Gelding. He's won 10 Metro winners this season. A little bit of a fun fact, Gelding. Luke Nolan's ridden more winners than Jai McNeil. Now, if you had have asked me that question and said, put the money on who's won the most, would have gone with Jai McNeil. But Luke Nolan's a bit of a smoky this year. I think he's getting plenty of rides from our former trainer, Peter Moody and Kath Coleman.
Yes, and also one of your other favourite trainers out of Pakenham, Philip Stokes, tends to use him quite a lot. So seems to be riding. But can you tell me much about the stallion, Professor? It's one I haven't heard of, Peltzer.
No, can't tell you anything about it, Gelding.
Okay.
One of the few times I haven't done a breeding check when I've done the selection, Gelding. My apologies.
Gee, beauty, I've got you on a question without notice.
That's right.
That's a very good win for me today. 6 starts for 3 wins, though, Professor. Fantastic form.
Yeah, and trained by Patrick and Michelle Payne. They've got a 15% career rate, Gelding. They've had 30 winners in Victoria this season, so they're doing quite well so far.
Yes, I agree completely.
And we hope one of them's tomorrow.
Yes.
All right.
Especially as 5.
Exactly, Gelding. All right, my second selection's in race 7, the Kevin Heffernan Stakes. That's a Group 3 for over 1,400 metres, Gelding. I like this one, Gelding. Horse number 2, Vate, or no, it's not Vate, it's V8.
V8.
Yes.
The big V8.
So I've gone for 2 horses that are very difficult to pronounce, Gelding, because if you look at it how you'd think you might pronounce it, they're totally different. So it's V8 coming out of Barrier 1, 16 starts for 5 wins and 3 placings, 31% win rate, 50% place rate. It's a 5-year-old Gelding. It's won over $2 million in prize money, Gelding, so I like that. Its first up start was the second in the Group 2 Australia Stakes at Pakenham. Lost to Hedges, but what I did like, it beat War Machine home. War Machine ran in the Group 1 Everest and also won the Stradbroke Handicap, which is also a Group 1. So it's been running around in very good company, Gelding.
Professor, as I said to you before we were on air, it was my second pick of the day. I think it's way over the odds at round about $6.50. I think you've picked this one out beautifully, Professor. 8 horses in the field. Group 3 race, a Group 1 winner, and you're getting odds of being offered at $6.50. I think it's an each way special.
Yeah, I think it is, Gelding. It's second up tomorrow, as I said, and it's 1 second up before. It's also 1 over the distance and 1 at the track. So in those boxes that we like to tick, Gelding, it ticks a hell of a lot of boxes in this race tomorrow.
Oh, well, the record, $2 million out of 16 starts, Professor, and it's won 5 of them. So, it's racing in the top company and having a win rate of 30%.
Yeah, Luke Curry's on board, Gelding.
How do you feel about that, Professor?
Quietly confident.
Oh, beautiful.
He's got an 11% career rate, Gelding, for winners, 14% this season, so he's up on his career rating so far this racing season. And the McAvoys are training 18% career ranking. That'll do me, Gelding. So my 2 for tomorrow are race 5, horse 2, Buckaloo, into race 7, horse 2, V8. Now,
beautiful, Professor.
Let's turn to the Professor's Parlay. Very unlucky, Gelding. Last week, our agreed bet of the day, Rhea, pulled up sore, mentioned in the steward's report, unable to run again without a vet's clearance. A little bit of an excuse for last week's run. The good news, Gelding, the other 2 legs, Nathan Sobey and Bryce Cotton, to both score 15 points or more. Sobey scored 19, Cotton scored 26.
Yeah, boys are on fire in the basketball, doing well. And again, Professor, we can't do anything. We picked these horses. Rhea looked a very good bet, but unfortunately was injured during the running. So can't do anything about that.
No, Gelding, you just got to grin and bear that one. All right, Tomorrow's Professor's Parlay. The agreed bet of the day, race 7, horse number 2, V8, for all the reasons I expressed earlier. And the NBL's been a very happy hunting ground for us, Gelding, so we're going to go back and dip in there again. Point guard for the 36ers, Bryce Cotton, to score 15 points or more. They're playing Melbourne United. Melbourne United were on top earlier in the season, Gelding. They've hit a bit of poor form. The 36ers got beaten at home last night by Illawarra, so both struggling. It's 2nd versus 4th, but I'm confident that Cotton will get across the line with 15 points or more. He's covered 6 of 6 times, Gelding, so that'll do me.
I think he's got that covered. Well done, Professor. You're tipping fantastic in the basketball.
Yeah, he scored 28 points last night, Gelding, so I'm looking for him to at least do that tomorrow night when they play. Then the second leg, let's go for point guard for South East Melbourne Phoenix, Nathan Sobey. We've dabbled with him before. They're playing Sydney. South East Melbourne on top after beating the New Zealand Breakers last night. Sobey scored 21, so that's great form for us. He's covered 5 out of the 6 times. And remember, I mentioned last week the time he hasn't covered was when he came back from injury too soon, and only scored 9. So Professor's Parlay for tomorrow, race 7, horse 2 at Caulfield, V8 into Bryce Cotton to score 15 points or more, into Nathan Sobey to score 15 points or more. So
Now,
go on, Gelding.
No, sorry, Professor, you go.
I was just going to say we wish punters all the best for tomorrow.
Yes, hope so. Just before we finish off, Professor, and that, we have Super Bowl Monday coming up, or Super Bowl Sunday, Monday Australian time.
Yes, we do, Gelding.
You're our NFL expert. Who do you like?
I'd be on the I'd be on the Seattle Seahawks, Gelding.
The Seahawks are favourites?
Yeah, I'd take them straight out.
Okay, beautiful, Professor. Just one for the listeners.
Yeah,
just a little bonus.
Yeah, a Winning Fourcast special.
Beautiful.
All right, Gelding. Well, that's all we've got for today. So until next week in the Winning Fourcast, it's good luck.
And good punting.